What's good, YouTube? Dom, Staven Sports Cards here. Wanted to welcome you back to the channel. Just wanted to thank you guys for supporting my first video. It was so great to interact with you guys in the comments, hear about what you guys collect, what you liked about my cards and my energy. And I've been able to, through being more active in the comments and the comments on that video, been able to subscribe to a lot of new channels, check out a lot of guys that I may have heard of, may have not heard of, and there's just so many great collectors and cards out there. It's been really awesome. I'm happy to be a part of this community. This is a video response for a great YouTuber that I've been following, LouRok TV. Now, LouRok, I've seen you through John Mangini's channel with some lives with Aaron Davis and some other people. And you're just a great collector, man. I love the beautiful people intro. You just seem like you have a really good positive energy around you. The relationship you have with your daughter is something that I admire and hope I can be a father like that when I am ready for that moment in my life. So I appreciate you putting on this contest. The Relic lineup. Now there's no seat relics, no dual relics, just straight relics from the player. I'm not going to be able to put together a jaw-dropping lineup here like Aaron Davis did. His video was amazing. Check it out. He has some of the best relic cards in the entire community, bat knobs and all. And I didn't just pick the best patches I have, because there are some sick patch cards that I have, but I really wanted to put together the best lineup, righty-lefty, a team that would dominate on the field. Without further ado, let's get into the cards. I wanted Frank Robinson in right field, but batting leadoff to put another lefty in the lineup. Ichiro Suzuki had a cannon for an arm, was a menace on the base pass, and is one of the best contact hitters we have ever seen. You want this man at the top of your lineup because he's going to get on base, he's going to put the ball in play, he's going to annoy the pitcher, and he's going to score with the guys that I have hitting behind him. Batting second, this might not surprise you guys, the Laser Show, Dustin Pedroia. And I love these Allen and Ginter relics, especially the ones with some color. Rookie of the Year, MVP, World Series champion, had one of the best starts to a career for a second baseman we've ever seen. His career was unfortunately ended early from a dirty slide. This is the kind of gritty guy you want at the top of your lineup. He will give pitchers headaches. He has some pop for the middle of the infield, and it's just something that Dustin Pedroia is a team leader and someone that you really want on your team. Batting third, the best hitter of my generation, Albert Pujols, the machine. The only first baseman you can compare to him statistically are Lou Gehrig and Jimmy Fox. Albert Pujols was an absolute menace in his career, especially when he was in St. Louis. I'm really glad that he's finishing his career in St. Louis. There's not many things in baseball I'm hoping for right now more than Albert Pujols being able to get to 700 home runs. He's been an absolute freak and pleasure to watch. I can't wait. I'm going to see him in the Cardinals at Fenway Father's Day weekend. Super excited about that. Albert Pujols, the machine, batting third, arguably one of the most feared bats in the last 2 decades. Batting fourth, another one that was tough for me because David Ortiz is the greatest DH of all time, but he is not as good of a hitter as Barry Lamarr Bonds. I have Barry Lamarr Bonds DHing for me. If Barry Bonds didn't have the strike-shortened season, if he didn't walk so damn much, Barry Bonds would have 3,000 hits. Like it or not, he is the all-time home run king. I don't care about the steroids. If you just watch Barry Bonds hit, there was nothing performance-enhancing about that. He was just an amazing guy in the box. I think the only hitter that you can say is definitively better than him is Ted Williams. But Barry Bonds, man, the middle of this lineup, Pujols and Bonds, righty-lefty, you just can't get through that safely. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Mike Trout, the Millville Meteor. This kid's been unbelievable to watch. someone that I've been able to watch his whole career. And he hits for power, he hits for average. He doesn't run as much as he used to, but he can run on the base paths. And he's very good in the field. It's just been amazing to watch him. He's been the trophy boy for WAR, 3-time MVP. I'm hoping that although the Angels are struggling right now, that they can get him back in the playoffs, because it's been too long without baseball's best player in the playoffs. Mike Trout hitting 5th in my lineup. Batting 6th, this might surprise some people. Nolan Arenado at third base. I always thought growing up that the most talented third baseman I'd ever seen play was Adrian Beltre. 3,000 hit club. Someone that had an amazing glove, was a tough out, had power. Then I watched Nolan Arenado come up through the big leagues, and not only is he the best defensive third baseman that I've seen, because I wasn't around for Brooks Robinson, but he is a middle-of-the-lineup RBI machine, whether it was when he was in Colorado. Now since he's been in St. Louis, he's been on an absolute tear. Someone that I expect to have 400-plus home runs. I hope that he can win an MVP, because he's been one of the best players in baseball the last 9 years, and I think that it's something that he needs to get rewarded for that. Nolan Arenado, Hall of Fame trajectory, platinum glove at third base, and a great middle-of-the-lineup bat. Batting 7th, Carl Yastrzemski. I have many Yaz relics. This is just my favorite recently that I've gotten. It's from 2005 Upper Deck. Classic materials, and it's got a beautiful color image of him from what I believe is the 1967 World Series. Got the Cardinals catcher Tim McCarver behind him. And I've just said so much about Carl Yastrzemski. I've had the pleasure to meet him. He's the all-time Red Sox. He hit for average and power. The reason I have him hitting as low as I do in the lineup is just to break up the righties that I have at the bottom of the order. But Carl Yastrzemski, he's someone that'll play every day. I can move him to first base if I need to. And he just has everything that you want in a left fielder. Gritty, knows how to play the wall in Fenway. He's won a Gold Glove, and amazing player to put in left field. My favorite of all time. Batting 8th, the shortstop, who I believe is the greatest shortstop to ever live, Cal Ripken Jr. This Upper Deck Baseball Heroes hits his 400th home run in 1999, the year I was born. And the certification on the back of these Upper Deck cards, like the Yaz I just showed in this one, you have received a game-used jersey from the Upper Deck Company. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of jersey worn by Cal Ripken Jr. in an official Orioles Major League Baseball game. We hope you enjoy a piece of MLB history as we at Upper Deck continue to keep you as close as you can get, with the CEO signature of approval. They don't do that with relics anymore. And I love to pick up the older relics with that kind of certification, because now they will say this piece of jersey is not from any specific game, event, etc. But Cal Ripken Jr., the greatest shortstop season of all time in the 90s, World Series champion, Iron Man will be on the field every day, very good defender. You just can't go wrong with Iron Man. Batting 9th, the catcher, Buster Posey. This man is also someone that had his career cut short by a man running him over at the plate. But 3-time World Series champion, MVP, Rookie of the Year, won a batting title. Unbelievable career for Buster Posey. It's a shame that he retired early. I think if he was able to continue the counting stats, he would have been a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. Now it's something where I think he's going to be a Veterans Committee guy instead. Buster Posey, so fun to watch. An amazing hitting catcher and someone that was able to catch 4 no-hitters behind the plate. So he's no slouch on the defensive side. I'm happy to have him as the catcher and a former MVP batting in ninth. And I decided to do a starting pitcher. With the starting pitcher I chose, you don't need to really have a relief pitcher because this man is so damn efficient and he's going to finish the game. Greg Maddox. This is a hot gloves game-used baseball. I'm not sure if it's allowed, but the pitcher isn't part of the lineup. It's an extra thing. This is one of the cooler Relic cards I've been able to pick up with the certification. And it says it was from a Major League Baseball game played by Greg Maddox on May 13th, 2001. That kind of certification is just beautiful. It's not a sticker that you have to scan to find out exactly when it was. It tells you right on the back of the card. Die cuts like this from the 90s and early 2000s are so cool. And Greg Maddox for the win. He'll probably throw a complete 90-pitch game. And this team's going to put up 25 runs. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.